Now we're going to discuss falling without getting hurt. While this may not be the most exciting subject, it is very important to your safety. The technique that we're going to do is called a backwards breakfall. Now we are doing this in order to lessen the effect that the fall has on our body. This would help us in a situation where if you take a fall on concrete or on gravel or anywhere that is not padded, that is going to help keep you safe in a situation. Now, I have actually fallen on concrete from a ladder and used this technique to keep myself safe. The main goals of this technique is to protect your head and to allow your body to absorb the shock without injury. We teach this technique over 4 stages. First off, we're going to have a seat on the ground. From sitting on the ground, you want to drop your back and kind of round your back out. Allow yourself to roll back and roll back up to your seat. So we roll back and back up. Now we just want to take our chin and pull it down to our chest. This will help keep the back of your head off the floor. So again, we're here. Now, from this position, what we want to do is take our hands, and to help our body absorb the shock, you're going to take your hands and hit the ground as you fall. So about your belt line is where you want your hands to hit the floor. Okay, we're going to do that again. Now, the final point is to breathe out. You want to get your breath out of your lungs so you do not get the breath knocked out of you. So you can do that by blowing out like I just did, or you can yell. Many martial arts teach to yell as you hit the ground. But either way works. The whole goal is just to get the air, force the air out of your lungs so you don't get it knocked out of you. If you had the wind knocked out of you in the middle of a situation, then it's going to be harder and harder to defend yourself. So here, all together. Okay, we're going to do it again. And one more time. Okay, so from here, we will move up from our seated position to a squatting position. All of our technique remains exactly the same, but now when you are in a squatted position, you are a little further up. So from here, you will round out your back, chin on your chest, you will smack the floor and breathe out. You will notice that you start to fall a little faster at this point, and that is just going to help you get a little more realism. And one more time. Now, I said we would be doing this in 4 different stages. Our third stage is really just an extension of our second stage. So the first stage was just learning the technique while sitting on the ground. The second stage is when you are squatting down. The third stage is from standing. But there's no real pressure on you at that point. So we are just going to start from standing, squat down, and roll back into the backwards breakfall. So now, starting from standing, we squat down, roll back, and then come back up. So from here, squat down, roll back, and back up. Okay, and go. 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 Our fourth stage is where it becomes more realistic. We still do not have anybody pushing us at this point, but this is the final stage that you will work on before you get to that point. We have to understand how it is when you are actually being pushed. If someone comes up and pushes you and you just simply try to squat down and roll back, it will not work very well. You will fall directly on your tailbone and possibly injure yourself. What we want to do is actually take a step back. If I'm here and someone pushes me, my first initial reaction is to step back to catch my balance. And I only fall if that doesn't work. If I know I'm going down, then my goal is to control that fall. From this position, if I get pushed, I step back. And now from this kind of split stance, we are going to do our backwards breakfall. So from here, now we squat down and roll back. Step back, squat down, roll back. Step back, squat down, roll back. And go. And go. And one more. And that finishes up our backwards breakfall. In our next lesson, we are going to discuss how to get up from that position when someone is actually coming in at you.